Alright guys, welcome back to the channel. Hopefully you're all doing well. I know it's been a little bit of a while, but like I said, not much things doing in the tank in the sense of growth. Everything's still stable. Tank's running pretty decent, to be fair. But this update might be a little bit long, so hopefully you can stay around. If not, I apologise for it might be a little bit too long for yourselves, but if not, if you do want to stay around and see what I've done, the changes in the tank, then you're more than welcome, and hopefully you'll enjoy my content. Anyway, first things first, as you know, I've been having issues with my ATO, the Tunze. Finally figured out what it could be. Now, I spoke about this on the live stream, and basically what I think I was doing was my dosing obviously is in the sump, and it doses it into the return chamber. Also, my ATO is in there as well. Now, what I think's happened is I think the dosing has been dosed onto the actual sensor, so the alkalinity precipitation has been on it, and it's obviously built like some sort of like build up on top of it. Hence, that's why it's not been working. I think that is the case. I've installed it yesterday, and touch wood, everything has been going fine. The top off has been going off as it needs to, and it's kept my like I said, it's kept my sump right up to where it needs to be. So that's a good thing. So hopefully it continues to keep doing that. So that's the Tunze out of the way. So thankfully that's working. What you'll probably also notice is you'll probably look towards my Euphilia, and you'll see that where's the rest of the Euphilias. And as you can see, guys, I've actually, if I could get this focusing, I've actually bought some more rock. Now this dragon soul is just going to stay on this rock here just for the time being. Basically what my plan is, if I can move back, what my plan is basically to move these Euphilias onto the ground where this Indonesian gold is. Now he's doing really well down there, settled really well, nice little flow for him, and he's looking really good. Now what's happened, guys, is the bubble tip, which is hiding in there, you'll be able to see it just there, the little tentacles of him, he's just there. He basically stung 3 heads of this torch, and by that time, guys, I'd had enough. I thought to myself, I've got to move it. I didn't really want to put him down on the ground because obviously I've not got much room, but I had no option. So obviously I've moved it off, moved the goniopoders off, and I decided to put it down there. And like I said, I think he's doing really well down there. He's settled in really good. So my plan is going to be to take the dragon soul, which is there, the green one, which has only got 2 single heads now on it, and I'm going to put them on this rock, and I'm going to move. This is going to be sold hopefully soon. These, I think I've already been sold, so they're on the way. They're going to be on the way to the person who's bought them, and then obviously I'm going to have this area then, and then I'm going to keep this area as my Euphilia area. So I'm going to have this torch all on the ground here, and hopefully a few of these things are all going to be gone. That's going. This rock is going. I think that's going as well. So hopefully this will be cleared up. I'll be able to move the Scully along and move this rainbow chalice along, which is doing fantastic. Really colouring up really nicely, to be fair. This camera, like I said, it's a new phone actually. It doesn't do that bad, to be fair. This has just got the orange filter on, no editing or anything like that, and it's it's doing really good, to be fair. So I'm quite happy with the camera. But the colours of that dragon sort of this Indo is absolutely stunning, and like I said, I didn't want to lose any more. So like I said, all of these are all going to be going. This is the crab that's absolutely ginormous, bit of coralline algae on it, and then we're going to move the Holy Grail over across, and we're going to get rid of some of these on here as well. So a few things, like I said, are all going to be going. Fingers crossed. What you will notice is the new rock scape that I've got going here. I bought this the other day from Cracking Corals, and to be fair, I think it's pretty decent, to be fair. I mean, if you look, it's a one big chunk of rock, and then basically I've got some of the max spec coral putty, and I basically stuck it, if I can zoom in, just here on this ledge here, and I stuck it together, and I think it looks really, really good, to be fair. Over here, I've took the PC rainbow that was on here, and I've took it and I've put it on this side of the tank, and it seems to have settled in really, really nice. I don't know my actual par readings yet, I've not actually done them, but fingers crossed they will be okay. I mean, it's not much difference from where it was over here, so I'm assuming that it'll probably be roughly about the same par, which I'm going to be happy about. As for the rest of the SPS coral, they're all doing fine. My guitar is just growing crazy, as per usual. This yellow one, which was stung, if you remember on the last video I told you, stung, it's not developed any like more flesh, so I might have to get the pliers, the snips onto that and cut it. But this Pikachu here is doing really, really good, and this Montipore is actually fused completely into the bottom shelf of it, and yeah, gone crazy. This is the one which I feel so sad for, is this massive cyanurina that's at the back, and then we also have a huge plate colony which nobody really ever sees either. It's just sat at the back doing its thing, and like I said guys, it's just basically the size of my tank. I've just not got space, real estate for these things. They're just too big. This clam is huge, the cyanurina is absolutely massive, and then we have the Maximusa clam which is doing its thing, and then we've got some seduction zoas which I was going to get rid of, but I really do think they look the part there, so I don't really want to get rid of them. But sadly this clam has to go. It's just, like I said, it's just a little bit too big for the tank now. But fantastic addition to your tanks, clams. Nitrate and phosphate removers for sure, especially when they get this big. And this tang settled in really, really good into the tank, eating anything and everything we put in, and doing his thing, not bullying other fish like some of them do. He holds his own. Sometimes my clownfish will give him a little bit of a whack, but other than that, he'll fight his way and he'll do his own thing. But he's doing really good in the tank, and overall, like I said guys, the tank is doing pretty decent, to be fair. Apart from that rock that I bought, which I mentioned from Cracking Corals, I purchased another test kit, nitrate test kit, testing my nitrates and the rest of my parameters, and they're all pretty decent. Apart from the phosphate had risen to 0.32 it was, so obviously pretty high. But like I said, you look at the tank, and I always say it all the time, like I look at the tank and I just I apologise for this over here. This is the shades, the light shades, so yeah, hopefully, I can't do anything about that, it's just the light coming through. But yeah, fingers crossed. Sorry, what was I saying? Let me get back on. Yeah, the phosphate, and I always say, like, the tank tells you itself, do you know what I mean, and the corals tell you itself when there's something wrong and awry. The nitrates at about 10 ppm, which is perfectly fine for this tank. I have no problems with that at all. So yeah, thankfully I've got this rock scape, and as you can see now, it's all going to be, I'm going to get some really high-end SPS, I think, to go on top of this. These are just here for the time being until, like I said, I shift these on. Once I've shifted these few things on, then these things are going to be coming down, and then we're going to be just having a Euphilia garden just there, and then we're going to just basically turn this into, I think, hopefully like an SPS, all SPS here, and fingers crossed that the bubble tip will stay right in its place and it won't move. But like I said, strange things. Corals and anemones, they just do their own thing. No matter what you do or where you place them, they just do their own thing. If they're happy, they'll move. If they're not happy, they'll move. And if they're happy, they'll stay there. Mine is happy, like I said there, but it's just the size of him that when he comes out, he just extends, and it's just too big, you know, for that area. But like I said, I just can't get my hand into it to get him out, which is an issue. Something that I've tried to get out, but is and I've spoke about on the live stream, but I just can't seem to get him out. So it's just one of those things. I'm just gonna have to deal with it. And like I said, that's why I've put that rock there. But hopefully, fingers crossed, he'll just stay in his little rock, or he'll move to the back and hopefully get out that side. Fingers crossed, but we'll just have to wait and see. As for the rest of the tank, like I said, my nitrate, my phosphate had risen slightly, so I've actually put my reactor on, just basically to drop it down to 0.1, 0.1 or something like that. That's what I want it to be at. I'm quite happy with 0.1, no issues whatsoever. And like I said, if I can just focus here, you'll see. So there's my dosing tubes, as you can see, and now I've moved the auto top off to over here. Basically, it was too close together, so I'm hoping that now that they'll drop in there, everything will be fine, and fingers crossed, we'll be able to, it'll carry on working, but only time will tell about that. This Clarice's done his thing. This roll has been on for months, still not been moved, and as you can see, the reactor is just tumbling, which is the way it should be, with the roll foss in it. That's the Kraken coral roll foss that I got not long back. And this, I always say all the time, the Redsea skimmer, 600 skimmer, is fantastic. Absolutely love that little bit of kit. I also changed the soda lime in the reactor as well. pH sitting about 8.14, 8.15. So overall, doing its thing and stuff. So yeah, can't really complain. And also filled these containers up again. Well, I say filled them up, just topped them back up. So now they're all sitting at 5 litres. So overall, guys, everything, yeah, is doing pretty decent in the tank. So I can't really complain about it. So hopefully you enjoyed this video. If you did, click the thumbs up, put the thumbs up and click the like button. I really appreciate it. And if you're not already subscribed, if you wouldn't mind doing so, I really appreciate it. And if you don't do and you want to do it, come and join us on our live streams. It's going to be on the, I think it might be on the Bearded Reef channel or Paul's channel this week. I'm not sure when I'm going to be posting this video out, but either way, go over on our Instagram, check us out, and it'll definitely tell you which channel it's going to be on that evening, that week. So fingers crossed, I'll see you there, and if not, happy reefing, guys, and I'll see you on the next update. Cheers.